Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you all from me and from Lola and Benji and Teddy Bear. We are so excited. In honor of Tuesday, we have to have two projects, and we are going to have two projects today. We're going to have an Infusible ink project and also a Taco Tuesday kind of tribute, a tribute to Taco Tuesday, a card that I put together last night that I think that you'll enjoy putting together. It's actually a remake from another card, but the main event is going to be this Infusible ink T-shirt that I designed. Here you see it says 02/22/2022 Tuesday. And actually I added something to the top. And so it says not just any Tuesday. Hi everyone. Let me say who's here. Hi Loretta. Hi Paralita. Happy Tuesday. Hi Sally and Bran and Gail. Hello. Hi Leslie. Hi Christine. Oh, nice to see you. I know. I'm actually, this one's for me. I'm going to put it on as soon as I get done with the show. And then I have another one that we're going to make. And I'm going to give it to my friend who I'm visiting. I'm actually going to go out and have tea with someone. Yay. A nice tea break with my friend from the community garden. We have a community garden. We have actually two. It's really a farm, actually. We have two farms here in Peabody. I think we're the only city in Peabody, or the only, there's hundreds of towns and cities in Peabody, but we're the only one that has two farms owned by the city. So I'm going to meet with the woman and talk about spring and summer. That's so great. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Faye. Hey, guess what, Faye? I finally got that thing to you in the mail. I packed it with so much stuff because I felt so bad, but it's on its way to you today. It's going to they weren't open yesterday. So good morning to everyone. Kirsten, Peggy, Jean. Hi, Roberta. I saw your little video. Did you find stuff to do with that persimmon permission box? We could do some things with that too. Hi, Penny. How are you? Oh, there's Anna Maria. I'm glad to see you, Anna Maria. I heard you had some difficulties in January, so glad you could make it. Hi, who else is that? Is that a Rose? Oh no, there's Renee. Hi. So welcome. We're gonna have fun today. We're gonna do two projects. I don't want to delay it too much. I also have a winner for our February giveaways. We are giving away 6 Cricut Bright Pad Goes. We've already given away 4, and we are on the 5th one today. I'll be announcing that in a little while. And there's still time to get your name in. We'll be picking the last winner. I think we're going to pick the last winner on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. So we'll do that. I'm going to move my camera a little bit. So today I'll get started. Also, if you're new to us, make sure you come and say hi in the comments. These are great people. They've become my fast friends, and they're super nice. There's Dawn. Hi, Susan. Okay, so make sure you say hello. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And as a thank you, you can enter your name into our monthly giveaway. This month is the Cricut Bright Pad Go. And these are $100 value tablets that help you to weed or trace or just see anything that you need to shine some light near on. So there you go. Anyway, so today is an extraordinary day. This is called Tuesday, Twosday. It's not just any Tuesday. So I did design a I did do a t-shirt design for this, and I thought it's been a while since I've done infusible ink. So I thought that I would do it with infusible ink. So I have this nice t-shirt here, and I have, this is the infusible ink that I use. It's called Patterns Rainbow Triangles. It's on sale this week during the flash sale. I think it was like $8.50. There's two 12 by 12 sheets in here. So I used one already, and I'm going to show you how to use the other. For this project, I'm not going to show you necessarily how to put it together. It's just text that I put together. So we're just going to go ahead and make it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Missing font. No way. Okay. Well, I don't see it looks any different. So I don't know what that means. Let's look at the layers. It's just Arial. That's it. So I think it's okay. So this is what I put together. I grouped this all. Actually, I welded it all together because I wanted for it to cut exactly this way. I also sized it. Let me just show you the size. Let's edit. The size is 8.8 inches wide by 7.8 inches high. That's because I'm going to use my Cricut Easy Press 2 over here, and this is the 9x9. So I wanted, because it's infusible ink, I wanted to get the entire design under the heat area. So that's why I sized it that way. If you aren't doing, you could do this obviously in regular iron-on, or if you have the larger designed Easy Press, then you can make the design larger. But this is a really good size for a t-shirt, and so we're going to go with that. So I'm ready to cut this out. I'm going to use my Explore 3 today to do this, and what I've done before I've gone ahead, before we got on, I went to my, where is it, my settings, and I made sure I went to Bluetooth, and I turned on my Explore 3, right, via Bluetooth. Now you'll see on the machine that the power button is blue. That's to indicate that it's connected via Bluetooth. Okay. And then I'm going back to my design, and I'm going to hit Make It. And we are going to be making this on the mat. Okay. Now remember, because infusible ink is not a smart material. So remember, whenever you're doing any kind of iron-on, and that includes infusible ink, what you have to do is mirror your cut. So you go up here to where it looks like a mat, and you choose mirror down here. It's a little toggle switch. Okay. Close it, and now you cannot read it. Okay. But that's fine, because that's the way this works. So infusible ink, as I mentioned, is not a smart material, but can be cut on the 3 machine, the Maker 3 or the Explorer 3, but you just need to use a mat. So when you open up a box of infusible ink, you will find a tube. It's actually a tube, black plastic tube, and then when you open that and unroll it, you'll find you have these sheets. Depending on the box that you have, you might get 2 sheets, you might get 4 sheets, and then you also get this, which is butcher paper. So that's what you get. These are called transfer sheets, and I just want to show you they are rolly up. This side here that has the shiny side is going to be down on the mat. And this side is actually where the ink is. So I'm going to take my mat, and it's a pretty sticky mat. But if you're using a mat that's not terribly sticky, I would suggest that you, first of all, I like to put it this way so that it curls. If it wanted to curl, it curls up this way. I don't know. It just feels like that's the way it should go. And this mat's nice and sticky, so I don't have to worry about it. But what I would suggest is if you're working with a mat that's not nearly as sticky as you want it to be, and things are starting to like sort of lift, use some painter's tape or masking tape on the corners of your mat just to kind of hold it down. It's like a little tiny insurance policy, and it comes off clean. And if you don't like go overboard, you just use these 4 little pieces, then you will not have a problem, and it will just kind of like hold it in place, you see. um we are all set to have this go through. I've pressed it down. Now it's real important with this to know that no water should be around where you're working. So if you have your drink, your coffee or whatever, try to keep it away from your transfer sheet, because it is ink that's impregnated onto a transfer, like a plastic sheeting. So here we go. We are going to follow these directions. We're going to hit next. And we are going to choose from our favorites. It's not listed in the favorites. So we're going to go to all materials, and we're going to scroll down to iron on. And in iron on, you'll find infusible ink. Where is it? Infusible ink transfer sheets. That's what we want. Okay. It does remind us to make sure it's mirrored and that the material is ink side up. So that's what we did. So now you'll notice with the 3 that this button is blinking. So we're going to go ahead and load it. This is what's different than the Joy. All right. So we load it in there, and it does pull in the mat to make sure that it is aligned properly. And when it's done, we're going to see that this button is blinking. So that's different about the Joy. The Joy, you run straight from your iPad or whatever device. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this. It's all set to cut. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting for that to cut, let's go over to our heat guide. Okay, remember the heat guide? This is the Cricut heat guide. You can find it. It's on the Cricut website, and you can choose different your different heat mechanisms, whether it's like the mini, the regular, easy press, or the mug press. And then what you do is you choose the material. So in this case, we're going to choose infusible ink transfer sheet, and then the base material is this shirt, which is a Cricut shirt. It's compatible with infusible ink, you see, and so we're going to choose t-shirt, which is under Cricut blanks. Okay, oops, I chose wine bag. And then we choose Cricut easy press matte, and then hit apply. So what this tells us is that we're going to have to preheat uh, our blank, our t-shirt, for 15 seconds, and then we're going to press it at 385 degrees for 40 seconds, and then remove it when it's cool. So that we're going to take over here to our easy press right here. And let me see if I can get it in camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn it on. And when you have this, it usually it saves your last setting. So the last setting that I did was for my demonstration shirt. So it's already set at 385, but you can test it by here. And you see that it is set for 385. It starts off cold, obviously, so you have to wait until it's ready to heat. Also, the time is set for the 40 seconds, which is great. So until it's ready, this C will be orange, and when it's ready, you'll hear a beep and it will be green. So that hopefully will be by the time we get to put this on our shirt. So this is almost done. Let me just make a little bit of room here. I'm going to open my shirt up too. Wah! It really pushes it out. Okay, there we go. So we're done with the machine for now. And so let's get that out of the way so we can work on what we're working on. I'm going to open my shirt and take off all the little things, all the little doohickeys here. All right. Nice brand new shirt, but still what we need is to have a lint roller. This is important, so we're going to need that. So let's put that aside here. All right, so here's our design, and you'll see that there's some space here. So I want to cut these pieces out because I could probably use that either for a mug or maybe for some other smaller thing, a baby onesie maybe. Now, this is paper. So when you're taking it off with a very sticky mat, the best thing to do is to turn it upside down and sort of roll the mat off of the infusible ink instead of the other way around. This will keep the infusible ink from getting too too curved. It was already curved to begin with, but we don't want it too curved. So I'm taking off my little pieces of tape, and I'm going to get a scissors, and I'm just going to cut this so I can keep this. This is extra. I'm going to keep this and cut this off. So we have a lot of extras. We keep our scraps here. And then what you need to do for infusible ink is you have to kind of roll it. Remember, this is paper. So you have to sort of roll the backing so that you're taking away the excess. So here I am taking away the excess. I don't think I have, up here. So not just any Tuesday. All right, I think I got everything is for the inside of that A. All right, and then we're going to start here on the edge. Whoop, our Easy Press is ready. So let's go ahead and start here. We're just going to peel off that excess. All right, super easy peasy. Okay. Now, if for some reason a piece of your cutout design sort of lifts, like right here, that's okay. It's okay because this is just the carrier sheet we're going to be using. So don't freak out. Or even if like a letter comes off, don't worry about it. Save that letter and we'll put it right back onto this semi-sticky carrier sheet. All right. This is different than iron-on. So if you've never tried infusible ink, you might want to try it, but it requires a hotter setting. And if you don't have a Cricut blank, you can use anything that has a high polyester count. Okay. So I've got this mostly done. I'm just going to go around and pick out some pieces that are still there. I'm going to go a little lower. All right. So it says not just any Tuesday. All right. Here, this happens sometimes where the little piece sort of rips instead of coming off. So I use my little weeding tool and just remove it. All right. So here we go. There's our design. Now I know you cannot see that design because it's on here on the back. And so we're going to put it on this way. So that's why we do the mirroring. Okay. And the thing about infusible ink or even sublimation, as far as that's concerned, is that you don't want to move it all that much because what happens is the heat from our Easy Press is what makes the ink from the transfer sheet turn into a gas and then go to the shirt. But if you're moving it around, that those gas molecules will get sort of like around, and turns into sort of a shadow effect. So you do not want to do that. So the first thing that you have to do is you do need one of these Easy Press mats. And I forgot this step, but now I'm remembering it now. I need a piece of, hold on, I need a piece of just plain old cardstock. This is to protect the shirt and also to keep anything from bleeding through to the back. Okay, so here I just took a piece of cardstock that I'm putting under there. Just try to put it under there a little bit. Okay. Now, one thing that I found out yesterday is I have some ink. You see that? I have some ink on this. So what I'm going to do is use one of my pieces of butcher tape because I don't want this to heat up and get on the back of my shirt. I think I saw a little of that happening with my shirt that I did yesterday. So I'm going to put butcher tape on the back. You don't have to do that part unless you've done the same thing with your mat. So there you go. Okay. So the next part is we're going to roll it with this lint roller because, you know, when they manufacture shirts, there's always like little pieces of lint from the factory or whatever. Or if you live in a home like I do with more animals than people, the hair is just floating around everywhere. So definitely use that. And before we preheat, I want to just kind of look at what we've got and see how it's going to look. So I like my designs kind of high up. And I don't do this measuring thing. I just look at this tag, which is in the middle of the back of the collar, and sort of line it up from there. So I know this is kind of halfway, so I try to line it up from there. So this is where I think it's going to go, not just any Tuesday, right? Isn't that great? And so now that I know where it's going to go, I'm going to take my Easy Press, which you heard was blinked, beeped. And I'm just going to do it for the 15 seconds. I'm going to check my settings again. I know it's 40 seconds we have to do, but let's just double check. 15 seconds. A few seconds more or less is not going to kill it. So there we go. All right. Now, I want to point out something here. I think a lot of people think that the heat part of the preheat is so that this will stick better. It's not. This is the heat. The preheating is to remove any moisture that might be in the air or around that product. And that's going to make the infusible ink work better. So just so that you understand why you're doing the preheat. Don't skip the preheat is my point. Okay, so there we go. There's our design. If you are a little uncomfortable about it moving, you can use this, which is heat resistant tape. No harm in doing that. We do also use that for the mug press. So I have mine on a tape dispenser. All right. There we go. All right. And now we have that last piece of butcher paper right on there. By the way, they're selling butcher paper. It's out of stock right now, but they are finally selling butcher paper on the Cricut website, and it's cheap. So if you can't find it, I think in Canada it's hard to find. All right. So I'm going to place this right over my design. I have to eyeball it a little bit because I want to make sure my entire design is under the and I don't want to move it too much. So let's hit the go button. And in 40 seconds, we will have a beautiful shirt for my friend Jeanette. I am loving the fact that it's starting to be spring out, and I'm getting out a little bit more. I had a couple people show up at my house yesterday to pick up some leftover things, and that was like a lot of fun to spend some time with people, people other than my family. Cricut shirts are not treated. Cricut shirts are treated. They're originally designed for Infusible ink. All right, so let's lift up. I want to make sure. I don't want to move anything. See that? I'm hoping that I got that up there. So just to be on the safe side, I am going to just do up there on the top because I want to make sure that the heat got up there. And because I put the tape on, I'm hoping that's going to keep it from, shifting. All right. Now, the difference here, oh yeah, I think it really worked. The difference here from iron-on is you don't have to turn it around and do the back side. And by the way, you can reuse these sheets unless ink got on them. So I hang on to those. And we can take this out from under here. Put that away. We just have to wait until it's cooled off. All right. And it's still a little warm. Actually, while I'm waiting, I can tell you who the next winner is for the Cricut Bright Pad Go. It is, drum roll please, it is our friend Connie Weaver. Connie Weaver. I don't know if she's on, but hi, Shelley. So Connie Weaver, you are the winner of the 5th Cricut Bright Pad Go. If you send me an email at missrita@gmail.com, and please include your full name, which I know what it is, but your full name and your address and your phone number. I promise you, I will not use your phone number except just for the shipping. Okay. And send me an email. And actually, there's been a change in the way we do giveaways now. So I can actually ship them out right away. Don't have to wait till the end of the month. And people like Annette Graham will know that that has changed a little bit. So that they've already received theirs. So Connie, send me an email and I'll send it out right away. Okay, it's cooled down. So I'm just going to start lifting it. And there's a big reveal here. That's it. Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. I really hope she likes it. Not just any Tuesday. Isn't that great? And this is ready to go. You don't have to wait to wear it. You don't have to wash it. You don't have to worry about if you do need to wash it. You don't have to put it inside out or anything. It is actually ink that has impregnated the fibers of this shirt. See that? It's not going to come off. There's nothing to come off. It's just ink right on a shirt. It's as close to a professional like screen print shirt as you're going to probably get in your home. Okay. So there is the first project. Connie Weaver, you won. You won a Cricut Bright Pad Go. I see you, Connie. So, Connie Weaver, you just need to send me an email at missritatotherescue@gmail.com. All right, changing gears. So I said it was Tuesday, so that means we're doing 2 projects. So I thought because it's Taco Tuesday that we would do this this great card. So I'm just going to save this design. I did share a second design. I shared this design last night. I'm wondering if anybody tried it. It's a second share that I did, so that you can have this and make your own shirt. And so let's go back. I'm on my iPad still, and you see these are my projects in the cloud. So this is what we're doing. So this is called a taco card. I just called it a taco card. And we have a taco store. It's called Next Best Thing. And I saw this saying on there. They have like a little, a stand outside of their on the sidewalk, and it said I saw this and I thought, oh, that's great. I'm going to do a taco. So rather than starting from scratch, what I did was I went to all projects and I typed in taco because I wanted to see if there was anything taco. I seem to remember. Yeah, I seem to remember this. It's a taco about a great dad. It's a dad card. And I thought, this is perfect. I want to do this. And so I started with it. But of course, you guys know me. I have to customize everything. So I went back and I didn't want it to be a dad card. You could make it as a dad card if you want. Um, but what I decided to do was change out this saying. And then also, just so you can see this here, I don't like this style card. I don't know why they made it that size. So I made some changes. First thing I did was I edited the card itself. I wanted a big card. So I'm going to go into actions and I'm going to detach. And the reason why I'm detaching here is that you'll notice that behind this card, there are also these cuts. And I don't know why. So I'm going to also go to contour and I am going to contour out, these little dot things. Don't know why they're there. So let's see. And if I can do it with my fingers, let's see, did I do it? No, I still have one to do. Contour, make it bigger and get that out. So it's still not the size that I want. So I'm going to then go to edit and I'm going to change it from a width of 11.5 to a width of 10. And I'll do a height of 7. Oh, I didn't unlock it. So I need to do that over again. Okay. So now I have a 10 by 7, which actually, if I really want to do it, I could make the width 7 and the height 10 because I want it to fold from the top. 7 and 10, right? So here we go. Now, yesterday when we were doing a box around the envelope, somebody made a suggestion to me, so I want to bring it up. It's kind of somewhat related, but instead of taking all of our score lines and creating that box, you know that you can also choose shapes, add a square, and then turn this square into, from a basic cut right here to score and apply. And then it turns, so we don't have to put 4 different and connect them. So I wanted to thank the person who mentioned it. I know it doesn't really apply to this particular card, but if you were watching yesterday and you want another shortcut, this is where you do it. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and stretch the score. Oops, not stretched nearly enough, Rita. How come it doesn't want, there it is. Okay, so I'm stretching it to fit on the inside of the card, but I'm not so concerned about that it's halfway through. The reason why, come on, the reason why is I am going to select this and I am going to align center. So by aligning center, it puts my my score line right in the middle of that. Now, I'm actually going to go to my layers because it's kind of driving me crazy that my score line is too big. Where? And it won't let me touch on it. Ah! All right, well, pretend that I could do it. Then I'm going to select this and I am going to go to actions and I'm going to attach. All right. Now that I have my card, I thought the card's kind of blank, you know, the white. So I found a nice pack of paper from last Dia de los Muertos. And it had some really cheery colors in there. So I wanted to put it as a mat on my card. So you guys know you can do that. Just add a shape and unlock it. If you're going to do it from here, you can't use offset, but if you do use offset from your desktop, I'd say 1/4 of an inch all around would be good. So this will be the actual background. I'll change the color because I don't like that black. So we'll change it to something, I don't know, blue. Apply. All right, so now we have our card, and these pieces we're not going to mix up. Now, someone said of my card that it had too little cheese on it, and I have to agree with them because for one card they give you all of these pieces for cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I ended up with a big pile of cheese that I didn't put nearly enough. So here's my cheese. And I used my little scoring stylus for that. So I'm going to show you. And all of this part here is looking pretty cool. Oop, I can turn that off. Looking pretty cool. So, okay, somebody's talking about washing. All right, I'm not going to look at the chat because because we're on to the card. Okay, so here we go. This is the card that we're going to do. I'm going to keep everything the same except I am going to change out this talk about a good dad or great dad. And so how I did that was I just hit text. I searched for a font that looked kind of funky. And I think, I'm not really sure what it was called. It was like I think it was a DTC one. Well, maybe this one. This one's kind of cute. It's called BFC Santa's Candy. So let's choose that. And then I just took by saying, it's okay. I need to put it's okay to fall apart sometimes. So there is going to be on the outside of the card. And then here we go on the inside. So I'm going to make a separate text box. Do that again, text box, and we're going to choose Santa's Candy. And tacos do, and we still love them. Oops, I spelled it wrong. We still love them. Okay. So for this, we need to resize it. And I did also use an offset here because of I have this background, but you might not need it. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to align them so that they're center. So I did that down here under here. And I want to make it so that align center. So this is going to be on the inside part of the card. So we do not need an offset for there, but we do need to size it appropriately. I am having a hard time with my iPad today. Okay, so come on, iPad. All right, move over. All right, here we go. So this is going to be, let's say, the inside of the card. Oh, yeah. All right. And obviously that's too big. So we need to select it and make it smaller. And we don't have to do it exactly like I did, but I will give you the file that I used. And then this is going to be on the front. So we need to size it. And I was thinking that we'd put the taco here. And then that's what I ended up doing, putting the taco sort of slanted here. And then I made that. I cut these out of vinyl. Let me show you how this goes together. It's really a fun card to make. All right. I also have some googly eyes and lots of cheese. Lots and lots and lots of cheese. Look at all this cheese. I think it maybe is a little much. It's a little bit too much, Rita. So let's put this together. So here's my just my plain old white cardstock card in a 5x10, which I fold. It starts off as 10 by 7 and I fold it up. And then here are the pieces that I got from that pad of paper. And aren't these really pretty? I really like them. So that's for the mat. Then we have to talk about the saying. So here's the saying. Let's put this aside a little bit that I cut out in vinyl. This is just plain old vinyl, premium, Cricut brand premium. And I'm just going to pull on the edge here. And I'm just watching out because there it is. There's an eye with a dot. And I think I missed it the first time. So again, I cut this out in vinyl. I am going to give you this project. Hopefully it'll work. But if you don't get it to work, always just feel free to go and make this yourself. But I do hope it'll work. All right, so here we go. I'm going to need a little bit of transfer tape. Another thing, if I was thinking about this, doing these together, I would have maybe cut this out of iron-on and used my warmed up easy press for this, but I didn't. And I just want to make sure this A has a little. Oh, there we go. Come on. Yeah. Come on. It's not coming off. Doesn't want to come off. But it's the inside of the A. All right. There we go. Okay. So we need a little piece of transfer tape for the inside of this card. That should work. I've got some vinyl on my thumb, so it happens to me. Sorry. I need my thumb to do this part. Okay, there we go. And that okay. We're going to remove the top of the transfer tape like this, and then we're going to place this onto our saying. Then we're going to use this, which is a scraper, and burnish that top down, and then lift it up from our surface, turn it over, and then we can peel it off, peel off the back just like so. Sometimes it doesn't always work, so you have to, this is why I peel it from the back. All right. All right. Now I did notice there's something wrong with that E. A little piece of that E came off with it. Should I go back and get it? I think I should. Yeah. Let's see if that will come off now. Come on. Come on. Don't be like that, E. Oh, yay. Okay. So let's get the inside of our card. And we're going to put this right here. Take off the transfer tape. Yeah, we did it. Then we're going to take our glue, which is over here. And we're going to just glue the back. Still haven't got my glue yet, but I think it's coming from like Arizona. So put this on here. Now let's assemble our taco. So it is assembled by, I put all the pieces. Look at all this cheese. Oh my gosh. It's a little overwhelming. Okay. So the taco is not just cheese. It is, here's the little corn tortilla. It has a score line in there. So there's the corn tortilla. And then there's, that's for something else. Then you've got the leaves of lettuce. You've got the, I guess, tomatoes. They're kind of weird. And then the ground beef, and then the cheese. Okay, so we're going to do the inside of the taco first, and then we'll do the face. So what I did here was I kind of just played around with placement, and I took these like little leaves. There's a lot of them, and I just sort of put them inside. I didn't glue them just yet. Let me see. Here we go. So I put the leaves there, and then I took a couple of the tomato things. Tomatoes usually end up at the top, if you like that sort of thing. And then we've got the ground beef, which usually end up at the bottom, right? So I put that here. And again, I'm not sticking it all down just yet, but you might have a little extra down here, right? So that's going to be our taco. And let me show you what it looks like when it's closed. See, isn't that adorable? It's so cute. And then we'll put on the cheese at the end. Okay. So what I did was I just put a little bit of glue around that circle. And then I started to place those pieces all kind of the way that I had envisioned. Now, if you get to a place like here, I'm going to actually layer on top of there. So I'm going to need a little bit more glue. So I think I'm going to put some tomatoes here, peeking out. I am not a tomato fan, so this taco would not be. I love cooked tomatoes. I do not like raw tomatoes. So this wouldn't be my taco. And then the ground beef. I think we'll put several of these little chunky things sort of sticking out. That's the best part about a taco, is like the stuff that sticks out. Right? Let's see how it's coming along. It needs more beef over here, right? This is all like the way that it works for you. Just like making tacos, it's all about the way you like it, right? So this is what it's going to look like without the cheese. Isn't that adorable? All right. And then the cheese. So the cheese has all of this little like uh score marks in it. And so it's a little painstaking. This is why I didn't do even more, but you have to kind of fold each of these little pieces to kind of make it look like shredded cheese. So I got a little tired of doing that after a bit, but then what I did was I put another like bead of glue here and started putting it in. Some I put in short and some I put in tall, and I made them go different places, different ways, because that's how shredded cheese is. And so there, you can put a ton of cheese if you want to put I like cheese, but it's up to you. Taco Tuesday. I'm going to have tacos tonight. I am going to have tacos. I don't know about you. I mean, you have to. It's Taco Tuesday and it's Tuesday. So, so do this as much as you want. Okay. And obviously I'm kind of just rushing the job here. And so I'll put this here. I want to find out who started Taco Tuesday. Like, it had to have started with, I don't know, like a cafeteria, like a school cafeteria or something. I mean, right? Because it's like about, oh, Tuesdays we have tacos, kind of thing. Okay. So you do you. If you want it, I think it needs one more piece over here. You do whatever you want. You get plenty in here. So that's okay. Taco Bell started it? Yeah. Really? Taco Tuesday? I thought it would be like a school cafeteria or something. All right. So once you have all your cheese and everything in there, and you could squeeze more in there, of course, do whatever you want. Then we're just going to close it up like this. Then we'll work on the face. Cute, right? Oh, tacos. So even cuter when we have pop dot eyes. And these ones have sticky back, which I love. I was cleaning my craft studio. I found so many eyes So remember I went to the store just for googly eyes, and then Deborah DeChadra sent me a bunch of googly eyes. Well, I must have had a store, a bunch of googly eyes that I didn't know about. I'm sure that was the case. And now I have so many eyes that I feel like I need to start labeling things like the toaster and stuff in my house with Google eyes, because that would be fun. All right, so let's put the eyes here. And there are these little smiles, which I also cut out of vinyl. I hope that I don't need transfer tape for this, I don't think. And then there are these little pink cheeks, which you could either cut out or you could use your glue. I saw a lot of people your stamp ink pads. I saw a lot of people doing like little, when we did the bunny box, using their stamps or their stamp ink for the cheeks. So there he is. Do 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 do. And gonna kind of fit here. So I've got to make room for, that's why I didn't put it on there yet, because I have to find it's okay to fall apart sometimes. Now, again, I did the offset layer and it will come with the file, but you don't have to use it. I just kind of like the way that it looks. Unfortunately, you can't do offset in the iOS, in the iPad. So if you could cut it after I give you the file, but you can't create it. So I had to create that from my desktop. Okay. So this is how you would do it for this cut version. Same way we did the inside, really, except we're just going to put it on the offset layer. All right. And flip this around. And I'm going to say, you can't do it on the iOS. And somebody's going to say, yes, you can. And I'm like, really? And I'll learn something new. But I don't think you can. I'm sitting here. I'm like, someone's going to tell me, oh, yeah, you can. That's what I like about you guys, is that you inform me of stuff that I don't know. And that's why it's kind of hard when they gave me this title, product expert. And I'm like, but that implies, I'm so literal, right? That implies that I am an expert in all the products, and I'm not, because you come out with new products and I have to learn those. And then people say, Rita, you're too literal. So, okay, so this is going to go on this way. That's the autism in me. That's like my son, okay? I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I told you this before, but last week I said to him, can you take down this load of laundry and, because it was still wet, put it in the dryer? So that's what I said, put it in the dryer. I didn't say, turn the dryer on for 15 minutes so that it dries out. So he did exactly what I said. He brought it downstairs, like a good kid, brought it downstairs, and he put it in the dryer. He didn't turn on the dryer. So when I went down there, I was like, you didn't turn on the dryer. You did not say to turn on the dryer, Mom. So I was like, you're right. You got me there. So here we go. I think that this offset layer is a little bit big, so I'm going to kind of turn my taco this way and give it a little bit of glue here. So there you go. And this can go on here. But see, it's a little bit big, so I'm going to have to put it over there a little bit more. And voila, there is our taco card. So there it is. It's okay to fall apart sometimes. Tacos do, and we still love them, of course. Of course. And that is the show today. I feel like I've talked a lot, but no, it's just still 10. So that's cool. So today we did Infusible ink Tuesday shirt. And I'm going to give you the file for that. And then also we did this Taco Tuesday card, which you could change around, but I thought it would be just kind of nice to have this sort of card that's not just for one day, that will never be back. It could be for any day. It's okay to fall apart sometimes. Tacos do. Let me show you the shirt while we're at it. Now, Connie Weaver, you're going to send me an email. And what's the other thing? Faye, your package is coming. Linda, Corsoni is your package is coming. What else? We still have one more winner for our giveaway for the month. So make sure you get yours in. And won't this make a nice little gift to somebody that I'm going to go see later? All right, everyone. Thanks so much for coming today. Hope you have a fun Taco Tuesday. Make sure that you tell people this is not just any Tuesday. This is Tuesday. I kind of like it. I thought about, well, I'm going to still be wearing this shirt but still, it's a once in a lifetime thing. It's not going to happen again for a very long time. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Thank you, Deb. Cart. Yay. Thank you, Connie. Ardeen. Nice to see you all today and have a lovely day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing I'm debating. I'm still working on my Black History. I decided that I was going to do a tote, but I also want to do stickers. So I was kind of working on that. I know I get a little bit like too. I'm like a lot. My sister says that about my mother. You know, she's a lot. Just like that. Like meaning she's a lot to handle and stuff. She's a lot. I'm like, yeah, she is. But I guess I'm a lot too. So anyway, thanks everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow.